press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello all, how are you? I hope that all are doing good. So today I am here with you with a new poem. The name of the poem is The Snake Trying. By this title, we come to know about this poem is about a snake. Okay, the snake which is trying to escape from a danger. Okay, not only human beings are afraid of snakes, even the snake is also victim here in this poem. So let's begin today's class. So first I will move on to the poet introduction. Okay, so here the poet is called W.E. Ross. Okay, his full name is the William Britton Eustace Ross. Okay, he was born on 14th June 1894, Petersburg, Canada, and he was a Canadian geophysicist and poet, and he was also called as the first modern Canadian poet. Okay, so this is about here. This poem is about a snake which it wanted to escape from being killed. Okay, so this is the poem. So first I will read on poem. So then I will explain you. Okay, with the meanings, with the word meanings. The snake trying. The snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with sudden curvings of thin, long body. How beautiful the grey and graceful air is shapes. He glides through the water away. From the stroke, oh, let him go over the water into the reeds to hide. Without hurt, small and green, he is harmless even to children. Along the sand he lay until observed and chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds. W.E. Ross. Okay, the snake trying. Here the snake is trying to escape the pursuing stick. Okay, pursuing stick means here a man which is holding a stick in his hand to hit on a snake. Okay, so this is, and we think about the snake is a symbol of death. Okay, but here this snake in this poem, the poet used to say here, it is a harmless snake. It is not a harmful. Okay, then with the sudden curvings of thin. Curvings means it made his body curving like a curves. Okay, so you know when it is crawling, so it is made this kind of a curvings. Okay, it made a thin curvings to escape from a hit from a stick. Long, beautiful, long body, how beautiful. So the snake is a long one. So here the poet says it appreciates the beauty of snake. Okay, the poet is appreciating here the beauty of snake. It says it is a long body and it is beautiful too. And graceful are his shapes. It looks very pleasant when we look its shapes. Okay, so that is his shape is, when it is in a normal it gives a length, it is a long body. So when it is moving it gives a curvings of thin crawling. Okay, then he glides through the water away. So when it is went into the water to escape from a attack by the humans, so it glides through the water. Okay, glides means here moves. So it moves. So it wanted to escape from the hit from the humans. Okay, so it moves into the water, and from the stroke, oh, let him go. So poet says here, so with the stroke, when you stroke him, when you hit on it, so it wanted to go, let him go. Okay, don't stop him and don't hit him. Okay, so it is so here poet is saying like this: over the water into the reeds to hide. Reeds means water. Okay, marsh or marsh plants with thick stems. So there is a small it's a kind of a pond. So there are some plants. Okay, so it is you may call it as a pond or a lake. Okay, so there are some plants. Okay, there are some plants, and there it is called reeds means water. Okay, the plants which is floating on the water, which is a thin stems. So that is called Ritz. Okay. Over the water. How it is going? Over the water. It is floating on the water. And to hide without hurt. So without hurting anybody, it is moving. Okay. And it is a small and green. So it is beautiful. So poet says here, it is a beautiful and this is a very small creature and it is green in color. Okay. Then he is a harmless even to children. Now the snake is harmless. You know, some of the few snakes like cobra, then next you can say any other snakes. Okay, they are harmful. So even if they bite the humans are not alive. Okay, but this snake, what the poet says, this snake is harmless. So it is not killed to anybody. Okay, so it is not even children. It is not harming to children. So this is the snake here. Okay. Then along the sand he lay until observed. So he was on the sand in a safest place. Okay, so where he was laying there with the relaxed. Okay, so there he feels secure. Then and he chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples. Chased away. Chased means somebody is chasing. Okay, somebody is chasing to this snake. So he was before he was coming to the water, coming to that place when the person is going to attack on the snake. So it was laying in a safest place on a sand. Okay, then after that somebody is chasing, then it is escaping itself from a attack. Okay, to save his life. And he chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds. Ripples means to move like an undiluted surface of a body of water. Undiluted surface of a body of a water. So you know, this is a water. It is a very thin. Okay. So it is like a water. So when it is moving, so it is not diluting. Okay. It is floating. The snake, it is floating. So it is floating. So here the word has used by the poet, that is ripples. So it is vanishing, means it is disappear its image with the floating on the water. Among the green slim reeds, to move like an undiluted surface of a body of a water. Vanishes means disappear. Okay, so vanish means disappear. Suddenly it was disappeared. Okay, so this is. So now poet says here to humans, so don't attack to the harmless snakes. Even they also are afraid of being attacked by the humans. So let him go. So don't kill it. Okay, so you can also, so the snake is also has a right to live. Okay, so it is harmless. It is not harming to even the children also. So let him go. It is a beautiful. Here he is appreciating the beauty of a snake. He says the beautiful, how gracefully it is moving, and he says here a small and a green snake. Okay. So this is the poem of a snake. So what we learn from this poem? The message of this is, so all the snakes are not harmful. Okay, so some snakes are harmless, so they have a right to live. So let them go. No, so why you are here attacking on it? Why you are ready to kill them? Okay, so they also have a right to live on earth. So how beautiful they are. The creature, the God's creature, it's a wonderful one. The nature's creatures are wonderful ones. So why you are hitting on it? So it is laying safely. So it is enjoying his nature. Okay, so just let him go. So why you are killing it? So this is the message the poet wants to tell us. Okay, so this is the poem. So let's move to the poetic device here. So it is a small poem. Here there is no more technique has used by poet. Okay, the first poetic device is, this poem is it is made by the poet. It was written in a free verse. There is no rhyme scheme here, okay? So in this poem there is no rhyme scheme. No rhyme scheme. So it is written in a free verse, okay? Free verse. Here there are no sound, the sound words are used here. Rhyming words, it's called as a rhyming words were used here. Then next is transferred epithet. The next poetic device is transferred epithet. Transferred epithet. So this transferred epithet means when used of adjective, okay, when the used of adjective with a noun, but the adjective refers to the other noun, okay. So when there is a adjective has used, so you can take the example of the word called pursuing stick. Pursuing stick. Pursuing is a adjective. Pursuing is a adjective and the stick is a noun. Okay, so here the poet says here, it is escaping from a pursuing stick. Pursuing means a man, it is holding stick. Okay, so the stick is don't have a life. It is not moving. It is not moving behind the snake to attack on it. So somebody has to take in their hands. So here a man is using the stick. So here this word says about when the adjective when the adjective is added with the noun, but it is not telling about this adjective. It tells about another adjective, that is humans. Okay, it tells about a humans here. Okay, who is the human here? A person who is holding stick to attack on a snake. Okay, so that it tells about another adjective. Okay, this is that. Sorry, it's a noun. It's not adjective. It's a noun. So human is a noun. So when the adjective here, pursuing stick is an adjective and noun, the stick is a noun. When it is two words are used here, but it is not telling the actual meaning of the word, what it is pursuing. It is pursuing means holding, it not go by itself. So somebody has to use, that is the human has used here. So these two parts of speech, that is adjective and noun, it tells about the another noun. Okay, it gives the another meaning, that is the noun. It tells about the another noun, that is the humans. So this is called transferred epithet. Next is alliteration. I hope that this line you have understood with the help of this poetic device, okay, what the poet has used here. And the next is that is alliteration. Alliteration. So alliteration, repetition of consonant sound in two or more closely words. Okay, so repetition of consonant sound. Here there is a repetition of consonant sound in a two or more consecutive words. That is here has used he, harm. Okay, he harmless. The words are he is harmless. So the consonant sound has used, this is ha. Okay, so this is called alliteration. Okay, this is about a poetic device which the writer has used in this poem. So let's look into the question and answers. Okay, so let's try to solve the questions here which has given in the textbook according to this poem. So let's see here. What is the snake trying to escape from? Okay, so what it wanted to escape from? It wanted to escape from a pursuing stick which is holding by a human being. Okay, to kill it, to kill the snake. So that is, it wanted to escape from an attack. So this is the answer. Then, is it a harmful snake? What is its color? So from the line what the poet has used here, is it this snake was a harmful according to you? Okay, according to the poet. So what it is? It is a harmless or a harmful? Try to write an answer here. Then what is its color? So in this poem, the color of a snake has given here. So try to write the answer here. and think about the answers. Not only write, just think about the answer. Then you write it. The poet finds the snake beautiful. Find the words he uses to convey its beauty. The poet finds the snake beautiful. Okay, you know, he is appreciating the beauty of snake. Is it? So each, you know, the natures, each and every creature has its own beauty. Okay, it doesn't compare to any other thing. So we should have to appreciate. Here the poet understood the nature of the nature's beauty, so he is appreciating the snake. Although some snakes are poison, okay, some poisonous, and some snakes are harmless, okay, but then also he is saying he is appreciating the nature's that is snake's beauty. This is the thing. And find the words he uses to convey its beauty. So which are the words he used in this poem? So write those words, okay. What does the poet wish for the snake? So what he is wishing, okay, so he is wishing for the people, to the people that let him to go. You should allow them. We should, you not say you should. We should allow, let him go, okay. So this is the thing, allow him or let him go. So this is the wishing of the poet. Where was the snake before anyone saw it and chased it away? Where does the snake disappear? So the snake was okay, the snake was lying on the sand securely, okay. With the securely, he was lying in a secure area. So in a safety area, it was lying on there, it was relaxing there. But when it was being chased, so it was running into the water, okay. So then finally it was disappeared. You may not say water, you can say disappear in breaths. So finally it was disappeared. When somebody was chasing it, so the snake was disappeared. So here the writer has used he, okay, he to the snake. Here he given a human qualities, okay, that is called as a personification. So here he gives the symbol of he, that means it is a human qualities it acquired according to the poem. And poet. So this is about the today's poem. I hope that you have enjoyed and you are going to next time when you look any snakes, you are trying to appreciate the qualities of snake and the qualities of snakes, okay. So this is the today's class. I hope that you have enjoyed and you are interested in the snakes when you see in the next wherever you go, okay. I hope that you learned today's poem's message, okay. What is the message? So let them live, okay. We let the animals to live, so don't kill them, okay. So this is the message of this poem. So we will meet you in the next learning vlogs. Till then, all of you stay at home, keep learning. Thank you.